There's nothing I like more during the Christmas holidays than Christmas decorations. What I don't like is the money I need to spend on it. Hi, I'm Melissa, and today I'd like to show you an inexpensive way to create a beautiful Christmas sign using dollar store pickups. So let's check it out. So I picked up these items from either the Dollar Tree or Dollarama, and I'm really excited. I found a buffalo check bandana that I'm going to use today for my Christmas sign. And yes, that is a Halloween decoration that I'm going to use today. So first off, I'm just taking off all of the items from the Halloween decoration that I don't really want to use. I'm just needing the back, and I chose to paint the back white. And I really did that just to make sure I wasn't showing any of that darker color behind the material when I glued it down. So next I'm just taking some white glue and some water and just mixing the two together. I started with just adding a little bit of water at a time and then stirring it up. I would recommend using the less is more method just until you get the right consistency. But again, you can always add more water until you have what you desire. Next, you're just going to kind of whitewash your entire board. And this is after that paint is dry. Let me first share that. So once you have all of the kind of glue water on the board, you're just going to place down the material. As you can see, I use my hands, but I would recommend using a cardboard or like a credit card kind of plastic just to get rid of all those bubbles. And then I'm just putting some extra glue around the edges to make sure it really sticks. So what I did next is I folded all of the edges so that it will dry, just to help with the next process. So after it has completely dried, I opened it up, and that's when I started cutting out all of my material around the sign. To be completely transparent, if I were to do this over again, I would have actually traced out the material, cut it out, and then glued it. It actually didn't work out in my favor to glue it first and then cut out later. Just a tip for future reference. So because I didn't do it that way, I did need to take that glue and water and just kind of glue the edges around the sign just to make sure that the material wasn't coming up. And as you can see, it was still bubbling around the edges, so I took that glue and water and did another wash across the material and then let that dry. So next I gathered some garland I found from Dollarama, and actually this was a longer piece of garland that you can use segmented pieces, but I really liked the look of it all together, and so left it that way to make it look like a wreath. And then next I grabbed my Dollar Tree decoration, which is that awesome galvanized steel truck, and I made sure that was glued down as well. I decided to add that little old vintage Christmas feel of the truck picking up the Christmas trees, and so I glued some fake Christmas trees on the back of the truck. And then at this point, I'm just really trying to finish it off, and I really just looked at what is going to make the piece look balanced. And so I chose to put some of the berries along the side, near the back, and it's just kind of feeling around as to where you like the placement and what feels right, and knowing when you've kind of stopped and you are finished. For me, this was kind of the completed project. This is all I wanted to add to mine, but you can go ahead and add some ribbon or some bells. Make it your own, whatever your heart's content. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to hear what your thoughts are in the comments. If you liked this video and would like to see others, please consider liking and subscribing. It always helps to grow my channel. Until next time, I hope this has helped you to stay inspired.